This is the Athletes Canvas channel, where the athletes display their God-given gift, talent, and ability. Today on the canvas, we want to talk about the English Premier League Roundup. We want to talk about the English Premier League Roundup. Today, we have a lone game that played on the canvas today. We have a lone game that played. That game play between Everton and Leeds United. Everton hosts Leeds at their new stadium. But Everton, they lost 1-0. Everton lost the game 1-0. So Leeds, they are moving away from the relegation zone. They are moving away from the relegation zone. So that's good. That's a good thing. So let me give you a recap of what happened yesterday. Yes, let me give you a recap what happened in and around the Premier League yesterday. So the first game we have yesterday we want to talk about is Crystal Palace host Chelsea. Crystal Palace, they lost that game 3-1. Chelsea, they scored 3. And Crystal Palace could only manage to score 1. So Chelsea, they ran away with this victory by beating Crystal Palace by 3-1. The next game we have is Brentford versus Nottingham Forest. Brentford host Nottingham Forest. And you know Nottingham Forest, they are hovering in the relegation area. They're hovering over the relegation zone. And the further you can move away from the relegation zone, you would be in a better position, a safer position to return to the Premier League next season. So, Nottingham Forest, they won 2. Nottingham Forest 2. And Brentford could not score a goal, could not get on the score sheet. So, Nottingham Forest, coach Sean Dyche, he set up his team in a way where his team is very hard to beat. You're hard to beat his team, and he catch you on the counter, and he hurt you on the counter attack. That's how he set up his team. And who don't know? I don't know, but everybody in England know that. That's the way how Sean Dyche set up his team. He set up his team in a low block. You're hard to beat him, and then he catch you on the counter attack and hurt you. So Sean Dyche is a good coach, and that's what he is known for. So Nottingham Forest, they are hovering over the relegation area, but like I said, if you can move away from that relegation zone, it's better it is for you. So let's jump right into the next game. The next game that played at St. James Park is Newcastle hosts Aston Villa. And Aston Villa, they are on fine form. Aston Villa, they ran out the 2-0. They ran out the 2-0 victory over Newcastle. They beat Newcastle by 2-0. Yes, and you know the marksman, Ollie Watkins, he was on the score sheet. So Newcastle, they lost that game to Aston Villa. Aston Villa, they're on fine form. Aston Villa, they are in 3rd position on goal difference. 4 points behind Arsenal. So, they're doing well. And they must be doing something well to be in 3rd position. So Aston Villa beat Newcastle by 2-0. And the next game we have is Arsenal hosts Manchester United at the Emirates. And Arsenal, they lost that game 3-2 to Manchester United. Manchester United come to play. They came to play and play they did. Play they did. The first half an hour, Arsenal was pressuring Manchester United, but they stood up under the pressure. They stood firm. They didn't crack. They didn't budge. They stick to the task. Yes, they stick to the task and weather that pressure from the Arsenal. Yes, they weathered the pressure from the Arsenal team. And they didn't crack. They held up. And, you know, in the 29th, going to the 38 minutes, Martinez tried to clear a ball and it spliced off his boots and go into the goal, score a own goal. So Arsenal was 1-up. But Brian Mbomo equalized to send the team 1-1 apiece. 1-1 apiece for the first half. Then the second half started. Manchester United, they took the lead by Patrick Dogo. Yes, Patrick Dogo scored a beauty to beat David Raya. And then, later down in the game, Mikel Merino found the equalizer. But Cunha, he came on the field, via substitute. He came on the field and he found a very, very important goal to give his team all 3 points. So Manchester United 3, Arsenal 2. And let me tell you, Mikel Arteta is in big trouble. The team didn't play well. Arsenal didn't play well. The guys was nervous. Mikel Arteta was shouting panic instruction. He was shouting panic instruction. That's all I could say. Panic instruction. Whenever time he come under pressure, he get panic, and then it transferred to the team on the field, and they get panic and started to play a whole bunch of rubbish. That's what happened. That's what happened. You never keep a cool head, Mikel. You never keep a cool head. Even when you're down, you never keep a cool head. So you give panic instruction. You started to behave panic, and it started to be a lack of confidence, and that's what happened. It transcended to the team on the field, on the pitch, and that's why they play that way. Because you're panic, you're the coach, you're the head coach, and once you started to panic and started to do foolishness, then it's gonna transfer to the team, and the team gonna do foolishness also. Yes, that's what happened. Manchester United, they didn't give Arsenal no chance. They didn't give Arsenal no space. They closed them down. They closed on all those front men, the Trossard, the Saka, and the Jesus. They closed them down, give them no space. No space to work. So Manchester United, they closed down Arsenal real quick. They didn't give them a chance on the ball to do whatever they want to do. They closed them down real quick and real fast. And double up on Saka, double up on Trossard, so they have nowhere to go. So Arsenal do not know what to do. And they could not find the ball in the back of the net. So Manchester United, they came out to play, and play they did. They whooped Arsenal 3-2. They whooped Arsenal 3-2. So there you have it for the Athletes Canvas channel, where the athletes display their God-given gift, talent, and ability. Like, share, and subscribe to the Athletes Canvas channel. Until next time, we are out.